Something you should know.
Time now for Something You Should Know, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. That is also something you should know, that you can put your retirement plan on the gold standard. Genesis Gold Group is the only IRA backed by physical gold and silver. Learn more and get a free gold and silver guide at GenesisGoldIRA.com. I'm excited to visit with not one but two amazing people right now, Seggie Isho and Lisa Loeb. Now, Seggie is with a band called Straight No Chaser, and that band and Lisa Loeb will be in Omaha and also in a couple places in Minnesota, and they've got their big tour kicking off this Friday. Ladies first, Lisa, are you excited for this tour?
I am. I'm really excited. You know, I'm a really big fan of the band, and it's just amazing when I listen to Straight No Chaser. I'm always really impressed with what they're doing with their voices, but then when you see them live, it's crazy. And the songs they choose also are some of my favorites from different decades. And I love going on tour with another group that has a great, that kind of music lends itself to a great audience as well. So that's sort of the perfect combination for a concert.
And it's Summer the 90s tour. And again, we've got Seggie joining us here from Straight No Chaser. Let's talk a little bit about this band and who all is in this band, because that's kind of fun, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a glorified college reunion, if you will. We started Straight No Chaser back at Indiana University, kind of just as our way to meet women because we couldn't play sports. So
nice, very nice. And it worked, didn't it?
Eventually. We're all married with kids now, so it worked eventually. We were able to convince some ladies to say yes. But it's a group we started in college, and after we graduated, put some videos on YouTube to reminisce, and one of those videos just accidentally caught fire and caught the attention of Atlantic Records, signed us, pulled us out of our 9-to-5 jobs, and here we are 16 years later, still doing the thing.
And I just think that's really fun. And it's you guys are doing what you love to do, and you get to go out and perform for live audiences all over the place. And there's no energy quite like that, is there?
Oh, it's the best. I mean, and it's not even just about our relationship with the audience. We get to meet and collaborate and work with incredible artists like Lisa. This is going to be so much fun. I mean, the 90s has just such a wide variety of music. I don't think there's another decade that has the breadth of music from so many different genres. When we were kind of constructing the set list, we have the advantage of being able to cherry pick the greatest hits ever. So when we're looking at the set list, there's just so much music from the 90s. So I'm thinking there's going to be, 5 or 6 summers of 90s tours coming up here. Because it's just such an incredible decade.
Well, and the tour kicks off on Friday, but you're going to be in our neighborhood. We're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so it doesn't take long, just a couple hours to drive south to Omaha. You're there on the 21st, and then Waite Park, Minnesota on the 23rd, and Duluth on the 24th. So you're in this neighborhood for a couple of shows. So I got a feeling we're going to be getting out to see you at one of those. It's not a long drive, and it'd be well worth it, wouldn't it be, Lisa?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's so fun to see people live and in person. Whether we get to say hi to each other, or we get to see the audience and meet people and see friends on the road. After so many years of kind of like seeing people over the internet, there's just nothing. It's just something different being able to connect with people in real life.
And Lisa, do you remember the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio? Do you remember like that moment where you're going?
Gosh, I do.
That's my and what was that like? What was that experience when you're just listening to the radio and all of a sudden Lisa Loeb, you're like, wait a minute, that's me.
Yeah, it's almost like when I'm in CVS nowadays, and almost every other time I'm there, one of my songs comes on CVS. At CVS, they've got me on high rotation. Even deep cuts, not just the song "Stay I Missed You." I know I always stop. I'm like, this is my song. Or I get phone calls. But I remember one of the first times I ever heard it was going down for a radio promotion, which was something I'd been on college radio, and I was actually even a DJ in high school in Dallas at a radio station way down on the bottom of the 88.5 FM. But hearing your song come over the air with that compression, and also because it was a pop, it was considered a pop song. So, you had the DJ with it here 90s. Well, I don't know how they would say it. You can do it better than I can. But, it was like the 90s, I remember being in a white limousine. Our radio promo guy, Bubba, who I'm still friendly with, I remember they picked us up in this white limousine, and it came on the radio. And it blows you away. It's so strange. And then also the context, like I'm a singer-songwriter with a rock band, played in New York, played all through college, and then to hear myself back to back with like Mariah Carey and, people that you don't necessarily think that you get played on the radio next to it. It was very, it was a magical moment, and luckily I had a lot of friends, longtime friends around me to help me appreciate it while it was happening, because it can be quite a whirlwind.
And the other thing, you have music that's been featured in movies as well. So in addition to hearing it on radio, just be watching a movie and boom, there's one of my songs right there in this movie. That's got to be cool.
Oh yeah, it is. And I talk about this a lot when I play concerts, because those songs, we know that they're going to be there actually. Although the first time I saw, there's music supervisors and they ask you to write a song for a particular scene from the character's point of view, and you hope that it gets into the movie that you write it for. Sometimes you just end up with a song that you never knew you would write, because it was inspired by a script. But the first time I ever saw Stay, Reality Bites, which is where my song Stay was first, before it was on one of my own albums, I remember sitting at the premiere waiting and waiting. I was like, oh my God, maybe I didn't understand. They said they were going to put this song in the movie, and we came to the premiere and everything. And, we're here with Winona Ryder and Ethan Hawke and Ben Stiller, and my song's not even in the movie. I'm so embarrassed. And at the very, very, very end, the song came on, and it's full, the entire song they played during the credits. And so it was there. I was like, phew. I was getting nervous there.
I love it. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for your time. Seggie, thank you for your time. And I'm excited for your tour. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be an absolute blast. Thank you so much.
Again, the tour kicks off this Friday, but they're going to be in our neighborhood a little later this month. They will be in Omaha, Nebraska on the 21st of July. They'll be in Duluth, Minnesota on the 24th, and I guess Waite Park on the 23rd. So in this neighborhood, coming your way real soon. I've got a link to all the information at facebook.com/Sunny Radio.
And something you should know.
Something You Should Know is brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Put your retirement plan on the gold standard. Get a free gold and silver guide now at GenesisGoldIRA.com.